This is David McCann for WebTNG. This screencast is part of a mini-series looking at the Crocoblock suite for Elementor. In this first video, I want to do an overview and look at the installation options. Crocoblock has been on my watch list for a while. I've noticed that it's being quickly developed and has an active Facebook community. I was recently offered a coupon to take a look at Crocoblock, and I'm happy for the opportunity to do so. Please note that this is a balanced review. I'm going to give you my take on the suite, the strengths and weaknesses, along with things to keep in mind to help people who are curious about the product. Looking here at the website, Crocoblock is a suite that has a lot included. It includes a number of plugins. Jet Elements and Jet Blog are two plugins that provide widgets in line with your standard add-on packs. The other plugins provide more specialized and unique functionality. Jet Menu provides mega menus. Jet Tabs provides tabs and accordions. Jet Reviews has a widget for people doing reviews and adds stars and structured data. Jet Tricks adds some advanced styling options such as parallax effects. Jet Woo Builder if you're using WooCommerce. And there's a new plugin, Jet Engine, which has the ability to add custom fields, meta boxes, and custom post types. Then there's Jet Theme Core, which adds advanced theming options, such as the ability to create headers and footers and assign them site-wide or to particular pages. And Jet Blocks that adds widgets that are typically used in a header, like your site icon and menus. In addition to the plugins, there is a theme. There are more than 500 pre-designed blocks. I think the header and footer builder are the Theme Core and Jet Block plugins. There are also a number of demos that include pre-designed full websites that you can use as a starting point or that you can use for exploring and learning about the features. And then there's also support. If we look at the list of plugins, we see that there are two more on the roadmap. Jet Pop-ups for adding pop-ups and Jet Social for social media integration. So we can see that the Jet suite is very full-featured and has a lot included. If we look at the pricing, one website is $49 per year, or unlimited websites are $79 a year. There's also a lifetime option for $299 a year. In addition to annual or lifetime packages, it is also possible to purchase some of the plugins individually on Code Canyon. These are lifetime, but only for one site and come only with 6 months of support. Once you purchase a couple of them, it is cheaper to buy the full suite directly on their website. I personally would find the lifetime package the most attractive, if you can afford it, because it is a one-time purchase and then you don't have to worry about it each year. The suite comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. I read the terms and conditions and found that it's not a no-questions-asked policy. Rather, the money-back guarantee is conditional on something not working as it should. I think they may be doing that because new Crocoblock users, people new to Elementor, or even new to WordPress, might not know how things work and get frustrated. So they want people to reach out to support before asking for a refund. While that makes a lot of sense, a no questions asked policy gives buyers more peace of mind. Once you make a purchase and are logged into your account, you can see the download area. There are two plugin wizards. The Jet Theme Wizard you use if you're going to use their Kava theme, or the Jet Plugins Wizard, which you can use if you're going to use a different theme. Both wizards automate the installation process and give you the ability to choose some pre-designed skins, which are full websites, as well as the option to load demo content. Of course, you can also install the theme and plugins manually in the regular way. Before we look at the installation processes, I wanted to note that there are some image packages that are included that you can download. These days you can find free stock photos online, but these are curated sets of images that you're free to use in your site if you want to. Moving on to the installation demo, I have here a new site that's using the Core 2016 theme. Taking a look at the plugins installed, at the top I have the all-in-one WP migration plugin. It's a backup and restore plugin. I'm using it to reset the site between tests. Next, there is the Elementor plugin, which is required base for the Crocoblock plugins. And finally, I have also the Elementor Pro installed. Most of the Crocoblock plugins provide features that are unique or different than those that come with Elementor. However, a couple of the plugins in the suite provide features that overlap with the professional version. Because of that overlap, some people might wonder if they could skip buying Elementor Pro. I've not seen anywhere that the company making the Crocoblock suite suggests that their plugins are a replacement for Pro, and it's not something that I'd recommend for a couple of reasons. Firstly, people building websites professionally will want to support the Elementor team because without a healthy Elementor, the add-on packs are worthless. Secondly, there is an entire ecosystem built up around Elementor, and these other products are made to work with Elementor and Elementor Pro. In many cases, they extend and add functionality to Elementor Pro, and of course they're not adding code to extend the Crocoblock plugin. So I think the best approach, where there is overlap with Pro, is to view those features as providing more options, not as a replacement. Now the first installation run-through is using the wizard that includes the theme. I've installed the Jet Theme Wizard plugin. When you activate it, you are taken immediately to this screen. I entered the license key and the parent theme was installed automatically. Normally I would use a child theme, but since this is just a temporary demo, I'm going to keep going. You then come to a screen where you pick a skin if you want to use one. And after you pick a skin, you have an option to install demo data. So I'm going to go ahead and install that skin. It's going to install an importer and a theme extra plugin. And then it's recommending these plugins, and the ones in the recommended list are ones that are used, I believe, in creating the skin and the demo. So I'm going to go ahead and install those, but there is an option just to go ahead and skip to the demo content. Then it regenerates thumbnails. And now you come to this final screen after the wizard is done. You have some options just to go and view your site, to check documentation or the knowledge base, find out about the Facebook community, or change the skin. We can see that the Jet Theme Wizard added this menu item, and the Jet Data Importer added this menu item. The Jet Menu plugin was installed for mega menus. It added this menu item. And then we have the Crocoblock kind of main menu item. Here it has license key, the plugins, and you can check for updates or install new plugins if there's some you haven't installed, like for example these I don't have installed yet. You can install the child theme, and there's kind of a nice option here to do an automatic backup before the theme is updated. You can change the skin or synchronize the skins in your library here with what they have on the server. There are a few settings. For example, when we're in Elementor looking at templates and blocks, there's an example of which to show, or show both, or just show Elementor, or just show the Crocoblock ones. There's an option here which you might use if you're using the Jet theme core to create headers and footers and you're having a conflict with Elementor Pro. And then the option to use their icon pack, which is attractive. And then a link to the user guide. If you save some templates, they would be here, and it installs, because we have the skin, it's got a header and footer. Now here's the update. So we'll go ahead and do that. And now let's go take a look at the front page. One interesting thing that I'll note, I was a little surprised, is it changed the name of the website, which is in your settings, which had been Crocoblock Test. So it changed it to Kava. It's easily changed back, but I was a little surprised with that. But anyway, this is the skin. We have a top bar, a header, kind of a hero area here, some other sections, which are all attractive. There's an about page. There's a blog page. There's a shop which doesn't have anything in it because we don't have WooCommerce installed. And there's a contacts page. Here, I kind of expected to see a contact form here because it had installed contact form 7, but it doesn't, and that's easy to add. Let's look at one more thing here. If we look at the posts, these are the posts it created. We look at the pages, these are the pages it created. So that's the install using the wizard that includes the theme. Next, we'll take a look at the wizard when you're using a different theme. So I reset the site and installed the Astra theme. This time we'll use the Jet plugins wizard. It's similar to the previous wizard but doesn't install the Kava theme. I've installed and activated it, and we get this button. Like before, we're prompted to enter the license key. Now the wizard begins, and just like before, we can now select a skin. So I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to work with the Astra theme. So I'm going to go ahead and install the same skin we used before. And this takes a while, so I'll fast forward through it. Again, we're given the option how we want to install the demo data, and I'll replace it like I did last time. Get the password prompt. And this takes a while too, so I'll also fast forward through this. Now it's regenerating the thumbnails. And again, we get the options now that it's completed. These are going to be the same. The only difference is we don't have the theme installed. So let's go ahead and take a look at the site. And this is what it looks like here. And it looks like this because of our settings in the Astra theme. I don't have the Pro installed. It's like this. I think it's expecting here a sidebar. So we can go here and for pages say no sidebar. And there we go. That looks pretty nice. Okay, so the demo content works with other themes. Now, in the last installation walkthrough, I'm going to install a few of the plugins manually. So I reset the site again. Again, we have the Astra theme. And this time I've installed some of the plugins manually. And these are the ones we have. We have Jet Elements for Elementor, Jet Tabs for Elementor, Jet Tricks, Jet Blog for Elementor, Jet Menu, and Jet Reviews for Elementor. Now these add into the menu here. There are settings for your mega menus, mobile styles, advanced, different items here. And then it puts a couple of menus here so you can set the defaults for these plugins. This is for YouTube video playlist, Google Maps settings, if you want the templates to show, and which post types you want to use your review rating widget with. So let's create a page. And I just want to show you some of the things that we have here added now. First, if we were going to add an image, I want to show you one thing here. This is what a menu item that the Jet Tricks adds if you want to use parallax, satellite, or tooltip. And then these are ones that are put in with the blog plugin. You have navigation, pagination, a list for your blog archive or tiles if you prefer that, a text ticker and video playlist. And all of these are the widgets that are added with the Jet Elements plugin. Then vertical or regular mega menu options from the mega menu plugin. Review widgets for the review. And then these come in also, I think, from the Tricks plugin. There's Hotspot, Unfold, kind of hidden content that you can click to open, and a few more. And then an accordion and image accordion that come in with the Tabs plugin. Another thing I wanted to look at is the template blocks. You see, you get a number of blocks with the Jet add-in in addition to the ones that come with Elementor Pro. So anyway, you can see that with the Crocoblock suite, you get a number of kind of standard add-on widgets for Elementor. You get some of them which are unique and add features that aren't common, like mega menus or parallax effects or tabs or reviews. And then there are some theming options for creating the header and footer. And I'm going to look at the Jet Engine and Jet Blocks and Jet Theme Core in another video, so I didn't look at them in this one. In summary and conclusion, a strength of the Crocoblock suite is a large number of things included. There are a lot of Elementor widgets, a theme, pre-designed blocks, and attractively designed skins. In terms of weaknesses, the conditional money-back guarantee was a bit of a surprise. I haven't heard of anyone having an issue with it, but it gave me pause. That is something the company might want to consider revising. Also, there tend to be a large number of menu items in different places in the admin. I'm guessing this is because the plugins were developed separately over time, but now that everything's included in a suite, it could be tidied up without removing any functionality. I'd also recommend viewing any of the parts of the suite that overlap with the Pro version of Elementor as extra options and not replacements for the Pro features. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful.